Another win for the Bourne Braves. They're 6th in 7 games to open the regular season. Welcome to the 7th episode of Tomahawk Talk. Michael Stern, joined by Kyle Kercheval and Troy Lynch. It was the Braves 9 and the Orleans Firebirds 5 on a Friday night at Doran Park. Troy, the offense wasted no time getting going. 8 runs over the first 2 innings.
Yeah, and it was funny because like the past 2 nights against the Anglers, it was the Anglers who actually scored in the first inning. But this time, the Bourne Braves really getting the bat started early. Conor ONeill, he couldn't get up with that first at bat, but that didn't really matter because everybody else was really contributing. It was Willie Yan who had a multiple hit night. David McKinnon also had a multiple hit night. And then a 2 RBI double coming from Connor McVeigh. And then also Evan Mendoza getting a little bit on the fun because his first career at bat, he gets a 2 RBI double. So that's what started it. And then eventually some rough pitching in the second inning, and then it just went all the way off from there.
Bourne had an 8-0 lead after 2. A grand slam by St. Mary's Zach Kirtley in the third off David Druin made it 8-4. But from there, it was the Bourne Braves bullpen, Kyle, coming through with 6 strong innings.
Yeah, the bullpen has been fantastic throughout the course of this homestand. We knew coming into this game that this Orleans team has some good power on their bats. This is a solid hitting team, and we saw it tonight. They came in and hit 2 home runs. You don't see too many home runs in this park. For one of those to be a grand slam, that's power and clutch. So we saw both of those tonight, but the bullpen overall was absolutely outstanding. I'll talk on them a little bit more later, but James Ziemba, absolutely outstanding. The bullpen all around has been really solid, and that really has been key, especially given that Harvey Shapiro has only run his starters out for anywhere between 3 to 5 innings. So you need those next 4 innings to be solid, and that's what they've been getting.
After 3 innings from Druin, Keith Weisenberg got 7 outs. James Ziemba got 5. Conor ONeill from Cal State Northridge got the last 6, and Kyle, you caught up with him.
A 9-5 victory tonight for the Braves as they finish off their 3-game homestand with a 2-1 record before they get ready to face YD tomorrow. But first, I'm joined by Conor ONeill here for the post-game interview. Conor, you've had a fantastic start to the season. First of all, congratulations on that. 7 strikeouts over 5 scoreless innings. What has been working for you so far here in the Cape?
Most of the defense. I can really trust them out there. All I got to do is fill up the zone and make the hitters make contact.
Not only do you have the defense, but you've got a pretty solid offense working on the other side of the ball. What's it been like out of the bullpen to have an offense that you can rely on game in and game out?
It gives you confidence out there because, if you blow it, you have confidence in your offense to come back and put a few on the board.
Conor, anything in particular you've been wanting to work on here at the Cape? You're facing some of the best hitters in the country. What's one thing you've been focusing on?
I've been working on using my fastball a lot more and trying to not pitch backwards as much as I did in the spring.
So Conor ONeill joining me here post-game. I'll send it back to Tomahawk Talk.
Kyle and Conor ONeill had a little bit of a conversation. Thank you for that, Kyle. And now it's our favorite part of the broadcast when we get to tell you our players of the game. I'll start with you, Troy. Who was the player of the game in tonight's 9-5 Braves victory over Orleans?
It's got to be obvious. Connor McVeigh, he's the guy who started things off. He had 2 RBIs in the first inning. He had 3 hits tonight. But not only that, he also signed a permanent contract with the Braves this morning, so you got to give props to him. Just came onto the team as a temporary player, but did so well. Also extended his hitting streak to 7 games today. This guy is on fire. Really like what I'm seeing from this Bearcat.
The new temporary, now permanent player, Connor McVeigh, is Troy's choice. Kyle, what about you?
So usually I always knock on Troy for bending the rules of the whole player of the game thing. I'm going to take a page out of the Troy Lynch book, and I'm going to take the Braves bullpen for this entire 3-game homestand because boy, do they deserve it. 11 innings, only 1 earned run. You can't ask for anything more than that from your bullpen. And moving forward, knowing that you've got a bullpen full of fresh arms, full of arms that have experience and arms that have proven to be successful, that's got to make a manager feel great, and I know that makes an offense feel great. So big time shout out to the players in that bullpen, the players of the game, players of the series. Big time baseball.
Troy went with the shortstop McVeigh. Kyle goes with the entire bullpen because rules are merely guidelines here on Tomahawk Talk. And I will go with the newest member of the Bourne Braves, Evan Mendoza. Got the start at third, really set the tone with that 2-run double to right center that made it 4-0 in the first. Also made a couple nice plays on defense, and he did it all while wearing Coach Wayne Hancock's number 8. Coach, you may not be getting that jersey number back anytime soon if Evan Mendoza keeps hitting and fielding the way he did did tonight. Well, for my partners Troy Lynch and Kyle Kercheval, that will just about do it from here. We're finally leaving Doran Park. We're going out on the road after a 3-game homestand. The Braves will take on YD tomorrow night. We will be there with all the action for you. I think that's about it, fellas. The Braves are 6-1. How about that?
I have to say something real quick, Michael. I don't know if anyone noticed. I know you guys noticed and mentioned it on the broadcast, but I had some pretty cat-like reflexes over by the dugout over there. It was inevitable. It's going to happen at some point. I was going to have a ball come my direction, and it was beautiful. It was really good. You're going to have to ask Corey Weeks or somebody in that dugout about that because it was pretty nice. So I'll insert clip here because it was nice.
Well, for the Cats Meow, Kyle Kercheval, and my broadcast partner Troy Lynch, I'm Michael Stern. Have a good night. The Braves beat Orleans 9-5.